safety. There's always a moment of truth.
Julie, are you there?
Yeah.
I can hear you, brother.
Rashad, sorry, I almost dozed off. I'm looking at what's going on in Ukraine, and I see what Putin did there. I see what's going over there in Israel to Hamas is actually the same thing. They use a different, the whole idea of it is to go down there, take those land. I did a little research and found out that the whole idea of giving them that homeland was a British idea. It started back around 1917, 1916.
You're talking about the Balfour Declaration, yes.
Okay.
You're talking about the Jews moving into Palestinian territory, 1917. Yeah.
And the truth of the matter is, Rashad, I went and looked inside the pyramids and on the walls. I ain't seen them nowhere in the pyramids. So there wasn't no slaves there. So that's a lie they tell me. Now, I ain't saying Jews or Hebrew Israelites, which is a good word anyway, weren't slaves, but they wasn't down there. If you look at only the white people that was down there in Egypt, true European white people, were Greeks when Ptolemy went to Egypt. So now they done gave us these historical lies, and they're doing the same thing all the other European people do. Go and take other people's land, like they came in, we here took this land, and they took us, and they pretended they've been offended when they the ones created Hamas in the first place. Just like we trained Saddam Hussein, we trained Bin Laden, everybody that we train, when they get to a point we can't use them no more, we declare them terrorists and try to kill us.
Yeah, dear brother, that's how it has worked as a cycle over many years. And you're correct about Osama bin Laden and others. We literally trained them and gave them weaponry. I appreciate your call. Your phone is having some issues. Your phone is having some connection issues, but I appreciate your call and understand your sentiment. 404-726-1380. 404-726-1380. As I said, please pray for my continued health. I work a lot. I have a 7-day-a-week work schedule. And so when you're public so much and around people so much, and I love people, so I'm always going to be that, you create a vulnerability to being tired or catching a virus. So this morning I'm feeling a little off, and so I'm trying to preserve what I can preserve because I still have a full work day. I just pray that you are patient with me. 404-726-1380. And I think at the end of this week I have a major announcement to make, so don't miss that. Also, very thankful to the National Society of Black Physicists. The conference will be in Knoxville this year. I will be their key presenter, presenting not only some of my new theories in quantum physics, but also an invention that's being medically tested through clinical trials coming up in a couple of months. I will explain that at the end of the week. We got more. News and Talk 1380 WAOK.
News and Talk 1380 WAOK. Breaking news, sports, weather, coming from the WAOK News Center.
I'm Maria Boynton. Monday, October 16th. Here's what's happening. This search has been going on for 4 days now, and Stone Mountain residents are still being warned to stay vigilant. Murder suspect Demetrius Nichols remains on the loose after he reportedly opened fire on DeKalb deputies Friday afternoon. Nichols is wanted for allegedly killing a woman in the area of Juliet Road near Ponce de Leon Ave and Woodbend Drive. He's believed to be armed and dangerous. APD investigating a homicide that occurred yesterday afternoon, happened in southwest Atlanta in the 500 block of Lynn Haven Drive. When officers got on the scene, they say they found a 17-year-old girl who'd been shot multiple times. The girl was taken to the hospital in critical condition, but she died from her injuries. There are currently no known suspects. A high-speed chase ends in tragedy over the weekend after the driver, now in custody, allegedly strikes and kills another motorist. Now some are criticizing the Georgia State Patrol for their pursuit policy. The crash happening around 2 Saturday afternoon as troopers chased an unregistered SUV into the intersection at Memorial Drive in North Harrison, where it slammed into the driver's side of a small sedan, killing the woman inside. At least one witness says officers may have put the public at risk by continuing the chase with so much traffic around. The SUV's driver was booked into cab on several charges, including DUI and first-degree vehicular homicide. This report is brought to you by Georgia Aquarium. This October, it's more fun to scare at Georgia Aquarium's Sips Under the Sea Halloween party exclusively for our 21-plus guests. Wear your favorite Halloween costume as you enjoy cocktails, dancing, and all the amazing ocean galleries. Get tickets today at georgiaaquarium.org. It'll be a scary good time. Weather-wise today, mostly sunny, high near 58. That's what's happening. I'm Maria Boynton on News and Talk 1380 WAOK.
And now, let's go to the WAOK Traffic Center, powered by Gary Martin Hayes and Associates. In pain after a car wreck? Call Georgia's Power Law Firm. Gary Martin Hayes will fight to get you every dollar you deserve.
Now who's in charge of you?
Hi, it's your phone speaking. You have a new message. Hi, it's your phone speaking. You have a new message.
And safety is always a moment of truth.
Trying to keep my budget balanced nowadays is a hot mess. But for a hot deal on a hot meal, I go to McDonald's. I can mix and match a double cheeseburger with 2 100% all beef patties, 6-piece chicken McNuggets with all
The violence never have.
there's evidence here. They're there. Do you think that Matt Gaetz should be removed?
Well, no, you need to have evidence of these of criminality.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If there's evidence that he did those things presented during committee hearings, do you think at that point they do need to move to have him removed?
Absolutely. I think there should be I think there should be ethics investigations of any case of criminality on the part of members of Congress. Look what's going on with Senator Bob Menendez. A lot of Democrats have rightfully, I think, asked for him to resign. And I think anytime any member,
But should Matt Gaetz be removed?
If there's evidence of criminality, of course. But again, you have to make the case, and you need evidence. It can't just be hearsay or rumors and so forth. So I think that's important.
Yeah, I think it's more than rumors, sir.
Well, the Department of Justice hasn't indicted him. So
yeah, that was unfortunate.
What's going on there?
Yeah, I don't either. That was unfortunate. But let's see if these text messages come back up before that committee. All right, and I'll bring you back on to talk about it then, okay? But it's all
to get from the
thank you for
store.
coming back to the show.
I like some moon pie.
News and Talk 1380 WAOK. Breaking news, sports, weather, coming from the WAOK News Center.
And some of that Hershey's stuff.
Gotta get one or the other now. No. I told you we gotta cut back on the sugar and stuff.
Monday, October 16th. I'm Maria Boynton. Good morning, Atlanta. Here's what's happening. DeKalb County deputies are warning residents to stay vigilant because a murder suspect is on the loose, officials say.
War, so we can get back to doing the business of the American people.
Jeffries telling NBC's Meet Press there have been informal conversations about a bipartisan governing coalition. He says the House needs to vote on bills that have substantial support from both sides of the aisle. Jeffries blaming a small group of Republican extremists for trying to dictate the agenda. Atlanta's Pride Parade creating space for inclusivity with its annual festival over the weekend. Thousands of people packed the streets of Midtown Atlanta to celebrate this year's Pride theme, Show Up and Show Out. Festival goers saying it was an opportunity for the LGBTQ plus community to stand together and advocate for important issues. Weather-wise today, mostly sunny, high near 58, wind gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. That's what's happening, everybody. I'm Maria Boynton on News and Talk 1380 WAOK.
And now, let's go to the WAOK Traffic Center, powered by Gary Martin Hayes and Associates. Injured in a truck wreck? Call George's Power Law Firm. Gary Martin Hayes will fight to get you every dollar you deserve. 1-800-WIN-WIN-1. That's 1-800-WIN-WIN-1.
Hey, Stephanie Stallworth, if you're traffic lady, good morning to you. Southern Suburb, 75, 675 on the Stockbridge area. Been a whole headache for you out there through the morning. Had you coming and going. First crash, 675 was north, past 138 Stockbridge. Things finishing up for you there. Also with 75 south before Hudson Bridge.
Thanks for listening. Coming up next is an independent artist. Cast your vote to determine how much they get played.
Certain things cannot happen without having an elected leader, like truly advancing legislation, which is why Congress is in place, right? So they cannot do their constitutional duties here to the degree that they're supposed to. You basically have a representative government that's not representing anybody, and we are looking at another government shutdown, which would mean economic disaster. What do you see happening with Republicans as it relates to their new, hopefully soon to be new elected leader for the House?
Well, the House GOP is coming back, this week after breaking last week. They have a
All right, what's up? Welcome back. Realest Man on Radio. Wesley, I got your message. This was the first time a speaker has been voted out in mid-cycle. This is the first time it's ever happened. So that is the point that I made. That's the point that made this thing unprecedented. We have never voted a speaker out in the middle of a speakership. The rules had to be changed for this particular speaker in order to even allow that to happen. So the reason it never happened before is because the rules would not allow it to happen. This is the first time it has ever happened, voting out a speaker in the middle of their tenure. Never happened before. First time ever. All right, here's what is happening in D.C.
Scalise has exited the race for the House speakership, one day after he won the Republican nomination. Let's take a look at how his victory lap unraveled so quickly.
I just shared with my colleagues that I'm withdrawing my name as a candidate for the Speaker designee.
Only 14 votes separated Scalise and Jim Jordan when the votes were counted following Republicans' secret ballot meeting on October 11th. Even after Scalise became the nominee, some members flat out said they wouldn't support him.
I plan on voting for Jim Jordan on the floor.
Jordan announced that he'd have Scalise's back on the floor.
I do, and I've been clear about that since yesterday. So when I went and told Steve I'd nominate him on the floor.
And still, the opposition kept growing. By the time Thursday rolled around, an increasing number of Republicans declared they didn't want Scalise.
And it's not over. I'm still throwing my support behind Jim Jordan for Speaker. I'm not going to change my vote now or anytime soon on the House floor.
Now remember, Scalise could only afford to get 4 no votes. The task was seemingly becoming insurmountable. The halls of the Capitol building buzzed, with staffers making the rounds counting votes. Members of the media were trying to keep score.
Is your intent still to support Jordan on the floor?
Representatives Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene called on the House GOP conference to select the next speaker in public view.
Let's go to the floor and take votes for a speaker. The only way to resolve the situation is to start voting.
There were more closed-door meetings and more vote counting, and airing of grievances, and rally cries to unite. At one point, the situation seemed personal when Taylor Greene raised concerns about Scalise's health.
When you're in a tight game and there's a lot of pressure happening, you don't put an injured player or a sick player on the field. That's not the right thing to do for that player, and it's not the right thing to do for the team.
Those in his camp were adamant that he could do the job. As offices went dark around D.C. and word spread that no more votes were going to come to the floor, House Republicans huddled officially, for a second time. With no clear path in sight, Scalise decided it was time to throw in the towel and drop out of the race for Speaker.
This House of Representatives needs a speaker, and we need to open up the House again. But clearly, not everybody is there. And there's still schisms that have to get resolved.
So nearly 2 weeks now without a speaker, chaos grips Congress. On Friday afternoon, House Republicans nominated Jim Jordan for Speaker. Jordan earned 124 votes to win the nomination over Representative Austin Scott. Could Jordan be the candidate that will unite the party and find 217 votes on the House floor? We'll just have to wait and see. The saga continues next week.
The House will come to order.
Okay, we got more on the other side. News and Talk 1380 WAOK.
Please come to electronics for the morning meeting. I need all available associates that are not in the customer. Please come to electronics for the morning meeting. Thank you.
Truly the best, and they continue to make a profound impact on this community. This month, we celebrate them and their committed service to our patients. Let your pharmacy know how important they are to you, or call us up right now and share it on Walmart or Samsung Radio. The number is 1-855-925-7346. That's 1-855-WALRDIO. Thank you, pharmacists, for all you do.
I don't know what the hell y'all want me to talk about. You know, I give like really, man. I got nothing here. I don't care about it.
I'm gonna see if any of them the same.
So you will never have, you will never see. up there.
Oh, you to get this. They cut it out, make the eyes.
I was already over there. Me and
You said what, Crystal? Correct.
It's only my business because they made it my business by putting it on the red table, or wherever that was. This is what started. That red table, that damn show, that red table conversation started this whole song. All right. On the other side, I have something quite interesting to highlight. And this is one of those things that really harms the coalitions we are trying to create. Individuals who were allegedly part of the Black and Brown Coalition, elected officials out of LA, were caught saying things contrary to the progress of Black citizens, Black constituents. They were caught saying these things. They believed no one was recording. Somebody was. And so on day one, I covered this. As a matter of fact, I nationalized the story. And now the elected official, two of them to be precise, the elected officials, some of them have come out to say, well, you know, my life is just ruined because of it. Another one is literally suing because somebody released the recording. So he's suing over somebody releasing his own words that he said as a public official. The irony
On the 23rd,
is unreal. All right, so stay tuned for that. We got that on the other side. My breakdown of that saga. So I see inboxes. All right, let me go slower on the website, and I can also give you their email. So Advanced Learning Institute, they're doing free evaluations of your work history, your certifications, your collegiate background, in order to present what's called a summary that will be accepted by colleges and universities inside of their network, all completely accredited, all right? As I said, there are multiple organizations that do this. The three that I'm aware of is American Council on Education, which is ACE, California University, FCE, has a similar program that is well known, and then you have Advanced Learning Institute. Out of them, Advanced Learning Institute is the only one I know that does it at no cost, and if you want to move forward with them, obviously you do pay a fee, and they have an affordability mandate for all of their certified evaluation counselors. So just check them out. Go to the website, advancedlearninginstitute.uk, advanced with an ED, advancedlearninginstitute.uk, advancedlearninginstitute.uk. Submit your question or your information at the bottom, all right? We got more on the other side. News and Talk 1380 WOK.
Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm Speech of Arrested Development, and I get real with the realest man on radio with Shad Ritchie on News and Talk 1380 WAOK.